Duplicating layers in Affinity Designer can happen in a number of ways. The most unobtrusive way is go to the Edits menu and hit Duplicate in the menu here. You also notice a key command to the right, which is Command J in my case since I'm on a Mac. We can go ahead and click that and this layer should duplicate. Another method that I like to use is just the Alt click and drag. If you hit Alt or Option on a Mac, click and then drag, you should see that layer duplicate the same way. When you do that, Affinity Designer remembers how far you've dragged it or where you dragged it to, and will kind of duplicate that as well. So let's back up and do that one more. Alt click drag, and then if I hit Command J at this point, it should duplicate that same space in between the layer. See, if you were to repeat a bunch of UI elements in this case, that's probably a most valid use case. To duplicate within the layer panel itself, you can right click on that and hit duplicate here as well. And you'll see there's two. And you can also do the same if you select the layer and hit Command J, it should do the same thing. And just like before where we did click and duplicate, the same is true. It upholds that position in between as you do duplicate things to a next layer or to recreate them in some sort of way. So if we were to do the same thing, we can do it to different artboards as well. Alt click drag, you can do entire groups, entire UI elements. You can even do entire artboards as you see here. So we'll just rename this to 3. There you go. So it's very useful for repeating elements that often aren't changed in some sort of interface. That's very common in web or UI or UX design, all of those things. You'll find yourself repeating elements but changing only certain things on different artboards or screens. This has been a quick overview of how to duplicate layers in Affinity Designer. You can always look to the help documents for more information, as well as see some of the other videos on Affinicasts.